Hey, this is Jimmy Creeding, driver, bounty hunter. You guys check out Door Z.
This is Dorzy here, and welcome back to another video. Today is, well, the thing has been uploaded, the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge Captain's Picks. So, I'm going to be reacting to it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to start it from right here at 1 minute and 26 seconds. And it's 40 minutes, so it's going to be a long time for this video, so let's go ahead and get this started.
At monsterjam.com for 10 additional drivers that will compete in the All-Star Challenge. The final 8 drivers were selected by our team captains. Right now, let's meet some of the competitors in the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. We will start off with Team Fire, and that is captained by 12-time World Finals champion Tom Meents and Max D. Fire. Tom, you were joined tonight by your co-captains. We have CORY RUMMELL in Megalodon Fire and Barry Moosauer in Zombie Fire. You have the second pick in the draft, but it's an epic event. The Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. We return to Sam Boyd Stadium. Talk a little bit about tonight's draft.
Oh, really excited for it. You know, I got 2 great teammates. These guys have a lot of knowledge of Monster Jam drivers and their abilities. Along with me, you know, the 3 of us are going to be able to make a perfect team to pick the greatest team for Team Fire.
So you have the second pick, which means Team Ice will get that first selection. I know you've probably thought about your strategy and thought about who they're going to pick, but which way are you kind of leaning as far as whatever their pick is, or you have something to trump that, or you're just going to kind of go with however the board falls for you?
It's going to be challenging, you know, with only 60 seconds to make your next selection. You know, you want the best person possible that you can get for your team to make sure the Team Fire comes out on top.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Max D. Fire, Tom Meents, and Team Fire standing by in their war room. They have the second selection tonight, which means the first selection goes to Team Ice, and that is captained by Scott Buteau and El Toro Loco Ice. He is joined by John Zimmer in Dragon Ice and Cynthia Gauthier, our World Finals high jump champion in Monster Mud Dalmatian Ice. Now, Scott, we just heard from Tom Meents, and he's got a little less pressure than you right now because you're technically in just a few minutes here on the clock with that first selection. I don't think there is a more important pick tonight than the first driver off the board. So what is your thought process going into that incredible first selection of the night?
You know, you just said it right there. You know, you have to have no emotional attachment to any of this. You know, you have to pick the best available athlete on the board. So throw egos out the window and strategically pick the best person for your team.
You had the most points this year, so you've known for a little while that you're going to be first on the clock. So you've had a lot of time to think about this, and I know this is your first opportunity to meet with your teammates, but what have you discussed so far when it comes to that important selection?
You know, it's Vegas. You got to throw everything out the window. You know what Sam Boyd Stadium is all about. We have 2 nights of racing, so you know it's going to be racing strong. So you have to think about that. And then we have something brand new that we're doing this year. We're not doing 2-wheel. We're doing the best trick. So that's another element with Monster Jam. And then on top of that, we got Monster Jam Freestyle. So you're going to pick racing strong and then freestyle.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We look forward to your first selection. I'll send you back to your war room with your teammates. And again, we will have those cameras in the war room. So there's a lot of discussion going on. They've got their board set up with our talented drivers. So the roster will be filled tonight. The event is on October 11th and 12th. You can get your tickets at monsterjam.com, and we'll tell you how to save some money more on that in just a little while. About 18 drivers up on the board. Each roster has a total of 12, and we will have every one of those picks coming in. Each team gets 1 minute to get those picks in. So without further ado, I want to show you our field of drivers for the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. Let's take a look at who's going to be competing at Sam Boyd Stadium. We'll start off with our fan-voted drivers. It is 5-time World Finals champion and Stadium Championship Series 2 champ Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Moving on to BRYANNA MAHON in Whiplash. So tough to beat in freestyle, getting faster each and every week, and leading that woman's evolution in Monster Jam. BRYANNA MAHON, the Northern Nightmare, Cam McQueen coming into the field, courtesy of the fans' votes at monsterjam.com. And then Charlie PAUKEN, another incredibly talented Gravedigger driver, a former World Finals champion as well. This field is just stacked. Might we see the Chucky dance in Vegas? We're going to find out. Cody Saucier, the first of 2 Monster Energy teammates on board in that Monster Energy pickup Monster Jam truck. And he is followed by Jim KOEHLER, the 2-time World Finals champion, Mr. Excitement, always on the big stages, and this week will be no different in this draft tonight. KRYSTEN Anderson, one of the rising stars in Monster Jam on the Triple Threat Series, now making her name in freestyle on Team Gravedigger. She was voted by you, the fans, as well. And a veteran, I call him one of the most talented drivers to not yet win the World Finals championship, Neil Elliott, in Max D. We're going to see quite a few Max D drivers in this field tonight. Another Anderson is here. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, two-time World Finals champion, and some of the best freestyle runs you will see in Las Vegas. And Team Brodozer represented by Heavy D. The final fan vote came in, and Brodozer made the cut. And Heavy D, Diesel Dave, will be there competing in Las Vegas. Now we're going to move on to the team captain picks. And these are the final 8 drivers picked by our team captains for Fire and Ice. And we're going to start with the Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior, the leader of Mohawk Nation, Bryce Kenny. Going to come into this All-Star Challenge ready to take it by storm. Camden Murphy in Bakugan Dragonoid, that incredible truck, partnered with Spin Master. He's been so dominant all year long, including at World Finals. And we go to another fan favorite, voted on by the coaches and selected, VENARD in the Black Pearl monster truck. This guy can beat you any single night. One of the most popular drivers in all of Monster Jam. VENARD can do it any single night of the week. There is that incredible jump at Monster Jam World Finals 20. It's Colton EICHELBERGER in Max D, the Guinness World Record holder, and now he will be a part of the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. Next, we move on to John Gordon in Bad Company, who's some of the best freestyle.
You know what? Fun fact, the Orlando World Finals interviews, there was a lot more interviews that I've done, and I lost them. There was a lot of interviews I made, so pretty much the only ones I didn't get back were Tyler MENNINGA and Brandon Vincent. I interviewed pretty much everyone up there. I lost most of them, and I got back some of them because I went back in line and did it all, just so to have the video. It was a little bit of a pain. I got everyone in one go. Shout out for Adam and KRYSTEN for letting me cut the line, the whole line. If you guys were in Orlando, the line that they had, and also Ryan, Nail, and Tom had. So you had to get tickets to actually go in their line a little bit of around like a different time zone because they're the most popular drivers. So let's get back into this. John Gordon, I have interviewed him. I don't have footage anymore, but I mean, if he wasn't Stafford like he was planned, then I could have gotten that. But fortunately, him and Scott Hartsock was moved. And yeah, let's just go back into this.
Runs over the last month or so. John Gordon in that Bad Company Monster Jam truck looking to make a name for himself in this competition. Our World Finals 20 freestyle champion, it is Lindsey Reed in Scooby-Doo. What an incredible performance in Orlando. Todd LEDUC, the second of our Monster Energy teammates. He is coming in that incredible SUV. He was a high jump competitor as well at World Finals, and he can do it all the time in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Tyler MENNIGA, the Triple Threat Series West champion, going to move on to that stadium in Las Vegas, and Sam Boyd going to try to get it done against some of the biggest names in the sport. What an incredibly stacked field. We have talked about this over and over again on social media. You fans voting and the captains picking. It is 24 of the biggest superstars in Monster Jam competing in 2 nights at the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. Now, fans, I am not going to do this alone tonight. I have a co-host. We are going to bring him in right now. He needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. It is the founder of Gravedigger, a 4-time world champion, and a living legend, Dennis Anderson. Welcome to the Monster Jam All-Star Draft Special. What a night we have ahead of us.
I got to tell you, man, it's truly an honor to be here with you, Scott. And this draft is something brand new, and I'm excited about it. You've got 2 veteran captains back there to make these choices, but I'm going to tell you, they've got their job cut out for them, and I'm just curious to see their strategy at the end of this mission and how this is going to work out for everyone.
I mentioned earlier that we'll tell you exactly how you can save a little bit on getting those tickets if you get them at monsterjam.com, so stay tuned after the draft where we'll bring out our Team Fire and Team Ice captains to tell you all about that. But right now, Dennis, I think it is time to get this thing going. We have Team Ice with the most points. They get the first pick. We are going to put 1 minute on the clock, and the war rooms will become active. Let's get it started. Welcome to the Monster Jam All-Star Draft. So there you go, that 1 minute on the clock. When you look at the first overall pick, so many names out here, but on paper, your son Adam Anderson has been so dominant in racing and freestyle that stands out as a good selection to me.
I'm going to tell you, absolutely, and it's like not just because he's my, for the event to be where it's going to be at Sam Boyd Stadium, This guy is in tune to that
Looks like Scott
track,
has
so
first
he
pick.
would be my number 1 pick.
All right, Scott Buteau is here. The pick is in, and we have our first overall selection. So, Scott Buteau, hand it off to you, El Toro Loco Ice. For Team Ice, the first overall selection of the Monster Jam All-Star Draft is...
No, we've had a couple months to think about this, but we didn't do it. We didn't need that at all. We knew all along who our first pick was. Without a doubt, it's Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Dennis, your first son off the board, your first kid off the board.
Hey, well, good pick. I'm going to tell you, I don't even know which team to cheer for yet until we get to the end of our strategy, we call it here. But, you know, Ryan being on that team right there, those guys have picked
they made a
somebody
fire
to
son of a
embed
digger.
this thing in a block of ice.
6 freestyle wins on the year for Ryan Anderson. He had the highest two-wheel skills score of the year in St. Louis and won Stadium two-wheel skills of the year. But we don't have that competition in this All-Star Challenge. We have the best trick competition, and it's one hit. Not 2, not 3. It's one opportunity. Now he can do the bicycle into the moonwalk or the nose wheelie, but it's just all about that one hit. Can Ryan take what he does in the two-wheel skills competition and translate that into the best trick?
I think he will. I'm going to tell you right now, he is not going to let that team down. And like I say, you know, Ryan, he is just now getting through the hard loops of that track.
All right, the pick is in. Tom Meents, captain of Team Fire. So we saw Ryan Anderson off the board. That took 1 off of your board in the War Room. So the second overall selection in the Monster Jam All-Star Draft is...
It's real simple for us. This guy, he's got a legendary status there at Monster Jam, you know, especially in Las Vegas. Adam Anderson, true big-time champion. We're splitting up the family. That's exactly what we wanted to do.
What an amazing pick, Dennis. Your sons now will compete against each other in this incredible event.
Well, all I can say is, Scott, it won't be the first time that they've competed against each other, and both of them, man. And I'm going to tell you, Adam out there, he's on a rail when it comes to racing. He's got that chicane down. It is, you know, the Thunder Alley. So, you know, Adam scored the racing part of it. I'm going to tell you, man, he's going to be there. Ryan, for freestyle, Team Ice.
Adam Anderson, 48-8 in racing this year. He's won his last 2 in Kansas City and Nashville.
Well, that was
when
Neil
it gets
Elliott.
to the final round, it is almost unstoppable.
You could tell.
And that's been going on for the last couple
that.
years,
It's
and that's
really
why he's a
obvious.
5-time world champion.
Exactly.
Cynthia Gauthier
Neil
on
COLTON.
Team Ice. We are now into the
Look like a
second round with
Max logo.
the third overall selection in the Monster Jam All-Star Draft is...
You know what? We did not have any second to wait. We had their pick. It had to be Neil.
Neil Elliott. Thank you. That's an incredible pick. Why did you pick Neil?
Because we need to mess with Tomhead. I mean, he's taking one of the one driver we want, so we're taking one from the Max D in our team.
All right, thank you, Cynthia. That's an incredible pick. And so the wars have begun. We've got your sons, the Anderson, split up, and now they take one away from Tom Meents, Neil Elliott on Team Ice.
Oh, I know it. Well, let me tell you, Neil right here. Now, he hasn't won a world championship, you know, out at the, you know, at Sam Boyd Stadium, but this guy right here this year, I think he's going to come to the top. So what a good pick, and Tom is going to miss him on their team.
The all-time leader in two-wheel skills challenge wins. We mentioned that. That's not going to happen in Las Vegas. We have that best trick competition, and you don't get a second chance. It's that one hit. So as a driver, that's got to mess with your psyche a little bit when you know there's no do-overs.
It does, but I saw him at the World Finals this year, and he done an awesome trick. If he can pull that off again, he'll get this.
Ari Musauer, another incredible member of Team Fire, driving Zombie Fire. So we're now into it. We saw Neil Elliott just come off the board. I'm not sure what that did to Tom. You're back in that war room, but here we go with the fourth overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects
Colton Eichelberger. You know, we had to bring the Team Max Steve back to Tom Meents' stable over there at Team Fire. You know, we didn't really have to think long and hard at this. You know, he's a 2015 Rookie of the Year, so I'm excited to have Colton on Team Fire.
Great pick. I'll let you get back to your war room. So, yeah, Tom loses Neil, but he gets his son back. Colton Eichelberger won the Guinness Book of World Records Award for jumping over all those Monster Jam trucks.
I figured this card was going to be pulled. You know, Tom wasn't going to deal with that. You know, I lost Neil, but he's going to hang on to his son. But he's going to be a great asset to his team over there. Tom knows this kid. They will practice for this event. I will guarantee you that.
And the last time he was in Vegas, as I said, he set a record of in Orlando, but Tom has done it in Vegas. So either one of them, when you take the World Finals from Vegas and move it to Orlando, they are both record setters when it comes to that. But Colton EICHELBERGER, not a lot of stadium experience, been in the Triple Threat Series most of the year, and now he has that big stadium. We mentioned that racing style, the Chicago style in Vegas. So going to be interesting to see what Colton EICHELBERGER can do with that.
He just needs to be unleashed. So put him in the stadium, and we'll see what he's got.
Speaking of unleashed, we are unleashing the Dragon. John Zimmer, Dragon Ice, welcome to the stage. So we're now into round number 3. You have the 5th overall selection. So here it is with the 5th overall pick in the Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Ice selects.
No.
Cody Saucier. The team and I went with this one for one reason. You want, at big shows, Vegas All-Star. Calm, cool, collective, and consistent. Cody is truly one of the hands down the best drivers Monster Jam has. So that's Team Ice. Cody.
All right, excellent pick for you. Talk a little about Cody. You know him very well.
I'm going to tell you, man, Cody, he is totally exactly what John said. But this kid right here started from the ground up. He wrenched his fingers to the bone and worked and crewed on everybody's truck. And he knows, and I love his driving style. I love his throttle rhythm. I can hear him 100 miles away and say, that is Cody right there. He's got that Anderson throttle snap, and I just love him. But he is a good, consistent driver, and the guy is fast on the track. Making those turns, unbelievable. I'm glad I'm not competing against these guys.
So we've got some Digger teammates split up, some brothers split up. We have some Max D teammates split up. There's another Monster Energy driver that is out there. It'll be interesting to see where top 3 ends up. And now we welcome to the stage Cory Rummel, Megalodon Fire.
Sorry about that.
With another selection. So here we go with the 6th overall selection in the Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects
Camden Murphy. We pretty much came with an awesome decision out back. We wanted the most consistent driver we can come up with, because when it comes to racing and freestyle, we needed someone to basically bring home the points and get us to win.
All right, excellent pick, Cory. Thank you very much. So, Dennis, when you look at Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, I don't think anybody's name was mentioned more often at World Finals than Camden. He seemed to be there in every single competition.
Let me tell you right now, this young guy right here, he thrilled me probably more than most of the drivers out there did at the World Finals. Consistent, calculated, fast, smooth, and what a good sport. You know, when I say a good sport, he doesn't, if he comes in second or third, you can tell, man, he's still got that steel face, that smile is on, but that kid right there can wheel a truck.
And he's incredibly passionate. I talked to him after World Finals when he was in the semifinals and lost freestyle as well, and just so upset at himself. He gets inside his own head, man, but when he unleashes that truck on there, it is incredible the things that he can do. Thank you, Scott Buto. So the next pick is in. And with the 7th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Ice selects the Northern Nightmare, Cam McQueen. What an incredible driver Cam McQueen is.
He is one of my favorites. I've got to tell you that, man. This is another guy that I love. He has been here from the beginning. This cat will pull the magic out of the hat every time. He always has a trick up his sleeve, and he doesn't tell anybody about it. And so every time he gets ready to run, I would always work my way over to the stage, over to the corner, just so I could see what he was going to do, to see if I could copy something this guy done. But he's a good one.
He's another one of our world champions that are in the field. We have many of them, 2012 World Freestyle Champions. So we'll see what that big Las Vegas track's going to look like out there. We've seen many World Finals tracks just looking spectacular with a lot of space. But when you have 2 different styles of racing, you have Chicago style and Vegas style. I mean, you got to prepare both nights for different racing strategies.
Exactly. And the track, the track comes and goes. Some days it's dry, sometimes it's wet. And but these guys, they've got their work cut out for them.
27 world championships are combined in this field, including a reigning world champion. We'll see where she ends up, but we're going to continue with this draft. Team Fire is on the clock, and with the 8th selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Fire selects Tyler Menninga, Team Gravedigger, another one of your boys going off the board.
How about that? Tom Meents over there picking my babies over here for his team. Isn't that something? And let me tell you something about Tyler. Tyler, he is the craftiest driver, the most trickiest driver that we've had out there when it comes to moonwalking. And when you carry this kid out to Vegas and put him down Thunder Alley, nobody can do it any better than this guy right here. I'm telling you, the whole family, he has been neck and neck with Adam, with Ryan, all the way down there. So he wants to conquer a win. He wants it, and he's got more experience under his belt from when he was there the last time. So that was an excellent pick.
He's got a lot of success inside that stadium. He's made it to quite a few racing finals. And Sam Boyd, you talk about domination. He has dominated the Triple Threat Series every year for the last 3 years. He has been a champion on the Triple Threat Series.
He has chiseled his way down through that bracket more than 2 times, I can tell you that.
So Tyler Menninga, a great pick, and the clock now down to 18 seconds. We see a lot of action going on in the war rooms. Now, it's easy to pick the first 2, but now you got to start really thinking about where you're going to end up, and Cynthia Gauthier is here. The pick is in, and we are now at the 9th overall selection. This one is a good one. So with the 9th overall pick in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Ice selects Todd LEDUC, Monster Energy. So Todd and another incredible competitor. He's a 2-time World Finals champion, and you know he's great in Las Vegas in that stadium.
Absolutely, and he is a trendy driver. I'm going to tell you, man, this dude right here will lay it down. If he starts out on the rails at the beginning of the night, you can hang it up. This guy will go to the top.
And we have our first 2 teammates now. Todd LEDUC and Cody SAUCIER going to stay on the same team at Team Ice and Monster Energy. We go back to some of the highlight moments in 2019, and that jump from Todd LEDUC at Camping World Stadium World Finals, that just takes the cake, man. That was incredible. You know, we talked about it on the show on NBCSN, that NASA right around the corner, and we had a monster truck in orbit that night with Todd LEDUC.
It was. I'm going to tell you, it was phenomenal. That was one of the biggest, most awesome jumps. And I had to follow him one year out of the World Finals. That cat was good. I fell and broke a wheel off, and it was the end. And all I can remember was seeing him fly to the moon.
Todd LEDUC, Stadium Championship Series 3 champion. Thank you, Bari, very much. The picks continue to come in with the 10th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects Team Brodozer. So Heavy D, the 2019 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year, will suit up on Team Fire. This is a guy that we followed over the last year, the entire team. Just the leaps and bounds they've come is unbelievable.
Absolutely. And, you know, what's unique about this is the only diesel truck that's in the competition. And this guy is just to the mat all the time. We know that. He's going to be the one guy. He's going to be the one-shot wonder out there on the track, I feel like. But he's going to let it all hang out, and they bring a good team.
Heavy D's absolutely fearless on the track. Some of the things he's done, Memorial Day on Discovery Channel, he jumped that moving airplane, and just the 8-pack backflip ramp, he's just been fearless with it all year. So he's a guy, he's sort of like not an underdog, but just a guy that you want to watch when he gets out there, because you never know what he's going to do, and he always seems to top himself over and over again. And sometimes it's by accident, but he'll never claim that it's by accident.
Oh, I know it, and you can look at it. We can tell that that's how he drives. But the truck, man, I just love the uniqueness of the torque of that diesel motor and the way the truck reacts. You know, if you hold your foot in a motor in one of the blower motors, you're going to be breaking parts. This thing kind of makes them live, but he sure puts on a great show.
All right, Dennis, the pick is in for Team Ice. And with the 11th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Ice selects Cole VENARD and the Black Pearl Monster Truck, another guy that you have followed through the years. You know him so well. And you got to be proud of Cole VENARD.
I am, man. This guy, he's grown up with my kids.
First
through the
truck,
toolbox, through the shop.
Chosen.
Now holding the steering wheel. He crewed for Adam for quite a few years, and they just grew up right there at the shop in North Carolina. And this is a great guy. He loves his fans like his fans love him. Black Pearl, and he lets it all hang out.
And you look at his 2019 stats, a great racing record. He has 2 racing wins, 4 freestyle wins in stadium, so he is great at both competitions. We'll see what the stamina is with some of these drivers when it comes to racing, and how their Monster Jam trucks are going to hold up when you got to bring it back again for another racing event plus freestyle on the second night.
And that's what this competition is about, too, because everybody, they've cashed in right now. There is no slack in this bunch right here, and it's going to come down to the iron. You better have your iron prepared and ready to go. Heavy metal, that's what it takes to win this competition.
Dennis, the pick is in as Corey Rummel brings that out here With the 12th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Fire selects Charlie PAUKEN in Gravedigger.
Wow.
So this field's stacked with Gravedigger drivers. The popularity so overwhelming, but Charlie PAUKEN, you've been friends with him for a very long time.
I'm going to tell you, he has campaigned that Gravedigger truck for me for years. We love Charlie. Hope we're going to get another dance out of him out there at in Vegas. But this cat can throw it down.
3 Gravediggers.
To me,
Oh my God.
he's a better freestylist than he is a racer. But I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot let this guy slip not one time around the racetrack because he's been there and he's won it. Look at his stats here.
Now, he's a World Finals Freestyle champion back in 2010. You talk about his racing. Every championship series he gets in year after year after year, when it comes down to it, he always seems to be in there, at least in the top 3, if not one of the top 2 contending for the championship, and he's still doing it after all these years.
Exactly. Charlie PAUKEN will make the competitors sweat.
A veteran driver, somebody that I know a lot
He
of
should
these
be on
young
Team Fire
drivers
because
look
he
up
drove
to, so
the
it's gotta
Fire
be a
Gravedigger
thrill
at the World
for somebody
Finals.
like Tyler, who's on the same team with Charlie, to be able to line up, next to him, race with him, learn from him. How does that work at your shop and when it comes to Team Gravedigger?
I'm telling you, man, just the drive and wanting to get to that goal of beating a veteran. It helps all the newcomers.
All right, the pick is in, and with the 13th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team ICE selects BRIANNA MAHON in Whiplash. And what a year BRIANNA MAHON had, and what a finish at World Finals for her.
Yes, it was. I'm going to tell you, man, these young ladies are just, unbelievable out on the track. Their freestyle, their throttle rhythm, everything that I watch from them. And a lot of this comes from the professor, meaning Tom, going to, the university. So Monster Jam University got these teams right here, got them to the top.
And with BRIANNA MAHON's selection at 13th overall, that puts 2 female drivers still left on the board in KRYSTEN Anderson and Lindsey Reed. And on any given night, BRIANNA MAHON, I've seen her just tear apart her competitors and win these freestyles.
That was Jim KOEHLER that he was
Absolutely.
holding.
She drives fearlessly, but I'm telling you, she's still calculated.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. We're moving on here in the draft with the 14th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects Mr. Excitement, Jim KOEHLER, in Avenger. So Corey Rummel gets to keep his mentor and Team Scream teammate in Jim.
I've got to tell you, man, Jim, he has been there through thick and thin, good and bad, been to every World Finals. He is the only competitor that's hit every single one of them, and this guy lets it all hang out. He goes big every single time in freestyle, and he comes to the top occasionally in racing. His truck will get down. It's sturdy, it's big, it's bulky, and he gets the job done. I love Jim.
2-time World Finals Freestyle champion, and this is just a crowd favorite through the years. Scott, thank you very much. So the pick is in, and we are going to get right back to it with the 15th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, and this one, I think this is probably the unsung pick of the draft. Team ICE selects John Gordon in Bad Company, and I've been very high on him all year. I've seen him get better and better. I think he's at his peak, but you know John Gordon very well, former crew chief. Talk a little bit about John.
Yes, he has. He's been right there working out of the North Carolina shop. He's crewed for Ryan for a couple of years. I've got to tell you, man, this guy, now, I don't think that he's been down that track yet. So that can be a little sketchy. But this kid, just in the last, 6 or 7 months of racing, has gone to a brand new level that a lot of us out here that we haven't seen yet. So hopefully he's going to bring that skill with him. But this kid has got good equipment, and he is very skillful at driving.
He's got that wow factor, the 2019 Monster Jam Wow Factor Award winner, and that's what this event is all about, just that wow factor. Obviously, you have to be fast, and you have to be fast twice, so once on Friday, once on Saturday, but freestyle and that best trick, it's all about that wow moment.
Yes, and he's got good equipment. If he keeps it together, top competitor, John Gordon.
The pick is in, and with the 16th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Fire selects Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. So, Dennis, Mohawk Nation moving over to Team Fire.
I've got to tell you, man, that is a good pick. This guy is calculated. He's Mr. GQ
Master
in
got
my
that
book.
right.
But this dude right here, when he comes out on the track and he lets his hair down, he can absolutely get the job done. He's great to watch, and he's always getting, right there to the top. But I'm going to tell you what he does getting to the top. He has everybody
better be
sweating
KRYSTEN.
down the track.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. All right, so this one, a very important pick. There are only 2 drivers left on the board, so whoever this pick is, that means Team Fire knows who they have to take with the next selection. But here we go with the 17th overall selection to the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. I'm going to let you read this one, Dennis. The Team Ice selects
KRYSTEN Anderson. I got to tell you, man, the ICE team over there is collecting up these women on that side over there, and I think that Cynthia's got a little clout, got a little pull over there. She wants that girl power on her side, helping her out. KRYSTEN, you know, she's still a green gravedigger driver in the family, but let me tell you about her freestyling. She is wide open in freestyle. She drives like her brothers, and for her to be in the big stadium, that's what she wants.
I like how the World Finals Freestyle Champion is the last pick.
And I know she'll be nervous, but it'll be an honor for her to be there, and especially for Papa too now.
So your kids are split up a little bit. Look at Team Ice. You have Ryan and KRYSTEN, and Team Fire Adam. So does that mean we're going to expect just a sort of a split down the middle for Dennis when you're watching in the stands?
Well, you know, at this point in the game, I've got 3 chances for some of my team members to pull it off, and my family members. So I don't care at this point. As long as one of mine is at the top, we're good.
All right, the final pick is in. Thank you, Corey, very much. And this is incredible. So with the 18th overall selection and final selection of the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Fire selects Lindsey Reed in Scooby-Doo. And Dennis, all I can say is we have a reigning World Finals Freestyle champion, and she is the final pick of the draft. That shows you how stacked this field is.
That is, I'm telling you, every competitor that's laying on their table right now, there is no slouch in this basket of what we have for competitors. These people and these gals, I'm telling you, man, it's like, you know, Lindsey Reed bringing it. She was flowing and going at the World Finals like you would not believe, and she was the first out. Very seldom do you come out first, second, or third and end up with the highest score at the end of the night. This young lady did. It was very impressive.
She set the tone. She's competed all over the world. You take a look now. The teams are set. Adam Anderson, Ryan Anderson went off the board. Ryan was the first overall pick, and then Lindsey Reed, the final overall selection. But the field is incredibly stacked. We knew that coming in, but just look at the parity on the teams. A lot. Brothers are split up. Brothers and sisters are split up. Teammates are split up. I'm so excited for the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge.
I am too, and I can't wait to be there. I'm loading up the whole family. You know, most of the family is going to be on the track. So the rest of the family, we have no choice. We are going, and we're going to be cheering them on. But this all-star event, I am so glad that Monster Jam put this together. The challenge and what it takes in the draft, unbelievable. When I heard about it and I was going to still be a part of it, I'm in there, baby. I love it.
All right, now that the teams have been chosen, let's take a minute to talk about the All-Star Challenge and the events that will take place. It is a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday, and we're bringing something to Vegas that we've never done before. Everybody that's come to Vegas and seen us at World Finals and stadium events, they've seen that Thunder Rally, that chicane racing, the Vegas style. We're going to bring that back on Saturday, but on Friday night we have something so special, and I'm so excited about it. We are bringing for the first time ever Chicago-style racing to Sam Boyd Stadium, and not only that, but it's going to go inside and outside. You're going to start in, you're going to go out, you're going to come back in. So it's anybody's game when it comes to that. Talk a little bit about that Chicago-style racing in Vegas.
I've got to tell you, man, it's like I can't wait to see it happen, because just think of what we do when we're taking off from a dead stop down the chicane, down Thunder Alley, and we're getting speeds of 70 miles an hour. So now we're going to come rolling around the track, out of the building, back around the back of it, and we're hitting it from a roll now. So where these speeds are going to go, we're going to find out. It's going to be a new game for everybody, including all of us veterans out there too. So I'm going to tell you guys, pack it up, put it on the calendar. This is going to be the place to be for the All-Star event. I will guarantee you that.
And then after that Chicago-style racing on Friday, we will go right to the best trick competition. So one hit, we mentioned that before, and it can be anything. So not what you're accustomed to in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. It can be a bicycle. It can be a wheelie. It can be anything, but you get it one time and one time only, and you have to impress that incredible crowd that will be jam-packed at Sam Boyd Stadium.
That is going to be tough. That's a tough competition to me, because if you go out, it's like you can't even feel the ramp. You can't even feel what you want to do. You know, you have got to get this thing. You got to plan this, and you got to hope that you can make this thing stick when you put it out on the track. Ryan Anderson will probably be one of the guys that can go from a bicycle to a moonwalk that can walk away from that thing.
All right, we're going to find out Saturday. We go back to that Las Vegas style racing. We bring back Thunder Alley, which is a huge fan favorite, and we basically bring that Las Vegas World Finals field back to Sam Boyd Stadium in this All-Star Challenge.
Yes, I'm going to tell you, and we've got, all of our, we have a pit party going on, so it's going to be a great experience. And I know it's all new to me, and it's all new to the game of Monster Jam, man. The All-Stars, we're coming.
That's right. Saturday night we will close it out with a freestyle competition like you've never seen before. 24 of the biggest superstars in 24 of the biggest and baddest Monster Jam trucks in the world will compete. They will each get 2 minutes in that freestyle run, all trying to gain points for their team. Now there will be an overall event champion, but it's team bragging rights. So one team will walk out of there as the champion. That will be Team Ice or Team Fire.
I know it, and I'm telling you, man, I'm excited. This draft, I think, was great. One of the best things we put together in a long time.
Dennis, before we sign off, it's been an incredible night, but let's talk to our team captains. Let's bring Tom Meents out here, captain of Team Fire. And Tom, let's talk a little bit about your draft. You had the second overall pick. You went with Adam Anderson, and you ended with a World Finals freestyle champion in Lindsey Reed.
Corey and Barry and I, we're super excited about the team we got. We did not think the picks would go that well for us. We have a great mix of youth, kids that know awesome new tricks, kids that have been trained at Monster Jam University, are really technical with those tricks. We have great experience too. I mean, when you look at Adam Anderson, we landed a good one there. That guy knows his way around the Las Vegas track as well as anybody or any racetrack he's on. What an incredible record he has. We have great lady competitor, World Finals champion Lindsey Reed, top to bottom. I really love our selections. I love the way it worked out, and I'm super excited about our opportunity.
And we had a camera on you in the war room, so we saw you guys working together to try to figure this out. Were there any clash of styles between you and Barry and Corey as far as who you wanted to pick? Was there any disagreements?
We really didn't have a game time decision disagreement. We had some disagreements before the event started on where we were going to place people, but once it unfolded, they solved some of the problems that we had. Their selections really benefited our strategy.
So taking a look at your roster, prediction from you, Team Fire or Team Ice at the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Challenge?
Well, it's real easy for me. It's going to be Team Fire all the way. Ice has no chance. Fire's going to melt ice any day you're on the track.
So we'd love to have our fans head to monsterjam.com and be a part of this and come to Sam Boyd Stadium October 11th and 12th. How can they do that?
What the hell?
Man, one thing they can do, the best thing they can do, Monster Jam fans can support Team Fire. Use a 25% discount code by putting in monsterjam.com for Fire. The number 4 and Fire will get you 25% chance or 25% discount and awesome tickets.
Tom, congratulations on an incredible draft. Thank you so much. Good luck in Las Vegas. We'll see you in October. So you can join Team Fire. Go to monsterjam.com and enter that code for Fire and get those tickets and be a part of Team Fire at the All-Star Challenge. So now we're going to bid goodbye to you. Thank you so much for everything tonight, and we're going to bring in your competitor and see if he feels the same way about the results.
Really looking forward to this event.
Awesome. Tom Meents, the captain of Team Fire and a driver of Max D Fire. Of course, this year won his first Stadium Championship Series, and now we move to Scott Butos. So some strong words were thrown down by Tom Meents. You had the first pick in the draft. You started with Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and then your final pick, you bookended those Andersons with KRYSTEN Anderson, who has just been incredible in freestyle lately.
Right. Tom likes to talk. We're going to let our drive into the talking right on the field of Sam Boyd Stadium. So they can talk all they want. I think we got the strongest lineup. It started with Ryan, and that's where it always has started. We said all along Ryan's going to be our first pick. We wanted Adam. He took him. But that Neil Elliott fell right to our lap. So we had to take Neil. Anytime you can take a Max D driver, especially Neil Elliott, I think that made our team stronger. So he keeps saying our picks fell in his lap. We're the ones who were going to come out on top.
So this season you competed on different championship series than John and Cynthia. Didn't get to spend a whole lot of time together, so you come together tonight and you sort of talk about this. Not a whole lot of time in the war room. I asked Tom this question, but were there any disagreements or differences in strategies when it comes to picking your team?
Not really. It was just tough because you have 18 of the best athletes out there, so we had a tough time deciding, but we went race strong, and I feel we feel as a team that we have the strongest lineup, especially when it comes to racing. And when you throw in the new event with the best trick, I think we got it. So I feel really good, really comfortable with the team we have. We cannot wait. We had to start off with Ryan, so we got him.
You have two of the best in the two-wheel skills competition. We'll see if that translates to the best trick. Now, Tom mentioned how fans at home can be a part of Team Fire. I am assuming that you would like for fans to be a part of Team Ice. Tell them how they can do that.
Absolutely. Go to MonsterJam.com and put 4ICE. The code is 4ICE to save 25% off all tickets.
All right, thank you, Scott. Congrats on an incredible draft, and best of luck to you in October. So that's it, folks. You have until October to decide if you were Team Fire or Team Ice. It's going to be an incredible competition. We would love for you to be there. Go to monsterjam.com for tickets and more information and see who will prevail, whether it's Team Fire or Team Ice. Dennis, thank you so much for helping me out tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you here, all of your incredible insight on these drivers and trucks. I know you're excited.
Yes, I am. And thank you, Scott, and all you viewers out there and listeners. Thank you, guys. And all I can say is mark it on the calendar. You better be there because I am going to be there watching. It's going to be great. Don't miss it.
For Dennis Anderson, I'm Scott Jordan. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge in Las Vegas, October 11th and 12th. Good night.
All right, so that's the end of that. Overall, what I was thinking, some of it was kind of right. I knew they were going to split up both Adam and Ryan. I was more shocked about how they put, how they have Team Ice has both Monster Energies. Thought that was kind of strange. For me, I think the best team is right now Team Ice. I think they have the better team just because of the different trucks in there. Team Fire has 3 Grave Diggers on the team and 2 Max Ds. I think that's a little too much, but I just think overall Team Ice has the best team. So, thank you guys so much for watching this reaction video, and I'll see you guys.
Go over there and give them a follow.
All right, yeah, go over Dorsey, like, subscribe, comment.